friends and fans, it's me, B, and welcome to Chaos. Now today I'm going to be doing something different on my channel, because instead of doing a playthrough, I'm going to be talking about this new Phasmophobia update, and oh boy, there's a lot to discuss here. Let's just get right into it. The first thing I want to talk about is customizations. This was what they were mainly advertising with this. I don't get the hype. I don't see why they were hyping it up. We have 12 characters now. They all have their own names and their own personalities. You know what? That is cool. I will give it that. That is quite cool. But as far as that goes, that's as cool as it gets for me. We don't have much customization on the hair, on the faces. We don't really get much clothing, and that's about it. You have to pay for most of the stuff, and you see the clothing is very expensive, and you know, when you're prioritizing mainly upgrades, when you're a newer player, and that's basically what you're doing, this feels more like something for a player that's already bought all the upgrades, because when you're focusing on the upgrades, you're not going to want to be spending your money on something that's just going to customize your character. What I will say though is the cards. I like the customization on the cards. I think that is really cool. However, I like my card the way it is, so I'm not really using it. I do think it is a nice little addition though that you can customize cards. Other than that though, again, I don't see the hype. I really don't. I guess that's that for customization, because what the hell else can I say about it? Now for the animations, I actually really like the animations. I think it was a great idea, however, it makes the game so laggy, and I think that's the problem with a lot of people. If I could choose between a game that has lots of animations but is super laggy and a game that has not many animations but works well, I'd choose the latter, and I think a lot of people feel that way. It just makes it run so much slower, and this is a game where you need to be on it. You need to be quick with things, or you're gonna miss stuff and you're not gonna collect evidence, and it's going to get very annoying fast. So if they can figure out how to make it less laggy, I think it'd be great. I like the animations, and I didn't show enough of them because, to be honest, when I was doing this playthrough, I did not think that I was going to be making a commentary video like this. So I didn't showcase all of the animations. There's still a lot more that I think are really nice little details, but do I think it was worth it for how the game state is now? No. I think they should have waited on it. Now, I've seen a lot of people talk about items being too big and covering the screen now. My issue is shrunken items, because why the hell is the sound recorder so fucking tiny? I can't even read that thing. Now, mind you, I do have bad eyesight. I actually need glasses, so kind of on me, but at the same time not, because look at how tiny that is. I can barely read it. And sometimes I don't even know if I'm recording a sound or not, because it's so small. And the same thing goes for the book too. It is very small and very hard to read. Maybe some people with good eyesight don't have that issue. Personally, I do, and it gets very frustrating when you're trying to play. Luckily with the book, I have it memorized, so I don't really have to worry too much about struggling to read it. However, I don't feel like I should have to do that, you know? I feel like there should be a setting, and I mean, maybe there is, maybe I looked over it, to make the writing bigger. If they added that, that would be fine. However, that doesn't fix the other problems, like the sound recorder. I'm going to mention that many times because I am quite frustrated about the sound recorder being so small now. Same with the thermometer even. I mean, it's not as bad as the others, but it's still quite small in the way it's tilted. It does make it a bit harder to read, and I'm just not a fan of that. I think they could have kept everything the size that it was, and it would have been fine. It would have been fine. I don't understand why they changed the size of things, and that goes for the big items too. Everything's so wonky now. I don't understand why they did this. Now the glitches. This is a big thing for me. It's very frustrating, like I said, in a game where you need to be on it, when you're constantly getting caught on couches and walls, and the items with the way they move and the way the characters' hands are moving constantly when you're trying to move around in the game. It just makes it lag so badly. And I've had a fair share of glitches where like certain items just whip out for no reason, and I didn't even click the button to get those items out, and that really frustrates me because it shouldn't be that way. I genuinely don't understand how this was released, how it was okayed to release with the state it was in, because it is so badly glitchy. When the Tanglewood Drive update happened, I thought it was bad enough because my playthroughs were very glitchy at that time. But with this, it is so much worse, and it's really disappointing. And maybe if it wasn't for the glitching, I would honestly be not as disappointed with this update. It just makes it so much harder to play. And that right there, friends and fans, was our new kill animation. What a disappointment and a downgrade. It's so glitched out. How many times am I gonna say glitch in this video? Oh my god. But it's just lacking so much. I did see another YouTuber say, I forget his name, or I'd credit him for this, that they should have it that like you look up and you see the ghost face right before you die. Then it would add a little bit of spice, a little bit of flavor to this kill animation to give it what it needs, because the old kill animation, you would end up in that creepy room with the ghost, and then the light blows out, and it's just like all those creepy sounds, and it adds tension. It adds what this game needs and what it had, and now it's gone. They took it out, and it makes the kills less scary and more just kind of goofy. Like, you can't take them seriously, and it's really a big disappointment that they did that. Now, there are some things that I like with this update. For instance, the fact that you can see what's on everybody's belt, because when you're playing multiplayer, it would be so much more useful than constantly asking the people you're playing with, hey, what do you have? That would just get annoying, so that is very useful. And I also really love that you can see the UV light when you change to a different item. That is so useful. So instead of having to wait to charge up any fingerprints or whatever you find, you can just turn it quick and there it is. It's still going to be there. You don't have to worry about disappearing by the time you take the photo. It's going to stay. And I really like that, and I think that was a really great idea for them to add that. But as far as positive things I can say about this, that's about it. And for my final thoughts, I must say that this update is a downgrade, and it is wild that I am saying that. I've said it many times in this video, but I am severely disappointed with the content we have been given, as well as the response, them saying that basically we just have to get used to it, is wrong. For them to put out something like this, this game was doing very good where it was, and then it just feels like it went back 20 steps. And I'm very sad to see that, because Phasmophobia is one of my most favorite games, and I would always give this game a 10 out of 10, a 12 out of 10 even, because I love this game so much. It's everything I wanted in a game. But I don't even want to play this with the state it's in. I literally don't even intend on playing this again until they update it, because the state this is in is just, it's ridiculous. I just really hope that they take all of this criticism into consideration and fix it fast. I did hear rumor that they were gonna put out a patch update soon. I mean, I looked it up, I didn't see anything on it. Maybe I'm looking in the wrong places, and God, I hope I am, because I just want this to be fixed. I want the old Phasmophobia back. Something needs to be done, because this ain't it. It's really sad to see such a good game go downhill like this so fast with literally one update. But I guess that's all I have to say for now. I won't be doing any more Phasmophobia content until this is fixed. Don't worry, I have other videos planned. Directive 8020 is coming out soon. I am so excited for that. I've been waiting for that game for years. Expect in a couple of days there to be content on that, as well as more Sims content. Until then though, that is it for now. I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I will hopefully see you in the next one. Bye!